they are just asking you, they have given this AP, it seems. What is the first term and what is the common difference? They are asking you in this. Very, very simple sum. So, naturally you will say the very first term is 3 by 2. The very first term in this. This is an AP they are telling. For the AP, the question itself tells it is an AP. In that AP, what is the first term? What is the common difference? What is A and what is D? They are asking. A is, it is the first term. What is D? It is common difference. They are asking you that. Okay. A is equal to 3 by 2, you will write. Now, in order to get D, what you should do? Subtract. Now, half you will take the second term first minus the first term. So, minus the first term. See how it comes? Half minus 3 by 2. Now, when you get fractions, you must be thorough with your subtraction of fractions. Take the LCM. When fractions come, you have to take the LCM. Take the LCM. It is 2. 2 and 2 will cancel here and you get 1. Minus again 2 will cancel. It will be 3. Then this is equal to minus 2 by 2. Now see, I feel that you all know the rules of science. 8th standard, 9th standard, right from 6th, they'll be teaching you. Rules of science. Rules of science, it's not science, science, S-I-G-N-S. Now, rules of science is what? If the two numbers are having different sign like this, see, I'm pointing out here. If they have different signs, you have to minus and put the sign of the greater number to the answer. You know this. So, minus 2 by 2, but minus 2 by 2, again 2 and 2 will cancel there and you get minus 1. Okay. So, minus 1 you got, but of course, what will happen is, here it will cancel minus 2 by 2 and you got here minus 1. So, what is your A? A is 3 by 2. D is, you have done A2 minus A1 actually. And it is equal to minus 1. Suppose you want to know, you want to make sure whether D is correct or not. If you want to verify, then take one more term. What is there? D is equal to, in your AP, I will do here A4 minus A3. Any two I will take. A4 minus A3 I will do. Now what is A4? Minus 3 by 2. Minus, this is a sign of here, minus. But what is A3? It is minus 1 by 2. You have to be very, very careful with the signs here. In 10th standard, you have to be thorough in all this. So, A4 means it is minus 3 by 2 minus, what is A3? Since it is minus half, I am putting it in the bracket. Always negative, something negative number is there means you have to put in the bracket. Because anyway, next step, the sign will change. That's why. Okay. So, this is equal to, you see now, minus 3 by 2, minus into minus plus, it will become here, see. Since you are putting the bracket there, minus into minus, you should take it like that. That bracket you should consider it as into minus plus half. Okay. Now take the LCM. 2 is the LCM there. 2 and 2 will cancel. Minus 3 plus again 2 cancel. You will get 1. Finally you get minus 2 because they are of different signs. Minus 2 by 2. Again, same thing you get, minus 1. You see, you have verified. You are getting the common difference. D is equal to minus 1. You got there A2 minus A1. Even by doing A4 minus A3 also, you got there minus 1. You must get like that. Common differences must be same. If it is same, then it is an AP. Okay. Now, this was the first problem. This was the first worked example there in your textbook. Now, second worked example. So this was very simple. They were asking you what is the first term, what is the common difference. They asked you, Now, second sum, which of the following list of numbers, they have given there 4 simple examples, and they are asking you the question. When I told you, when I'm teaching like this, you must have your textbook in front of you. When you're seeing the video, you must have the textbook. So what they have told you is, the second in this example, which one is AP? See, second question is, which of the following list of numbers form an AP? If they form, write the next two. If they are forming an AP, write the next two terms, they have asked. So the question is very, very nice question. The very first one, see, 4, 10, they have given 16, 22, dash, dash, dash. Just observe it. 10 minus, see, minus the numbers there. 10 minus 4 is 6. 16 minus 10 is 6. 22 minus 16 is 6. So don't you get the common difference there? Therefore, which of the following list of numbers form an AP? They are asking the question there. Surely this is an AP because you are getting the same common difference you are getting. That's why it's an AP. So you should answer like that. Since you should answer in a very nice manner, means when they give you like this, you should say A2 minus A1 is equal to 10 minus 4. You have to show there, and it is 6. Show some more. A3 minus A2 is equal to 16 minus 10. It is equal to 6. So since there is a common difference in these set of numbers, it forms an AP. You should write like that. Okay? In any manner. But you should be clear in writing. That's all. Now next is another example they have given you, see. Now I will take, there are 4 examples there. 1, minus 1, minus 3, minus 5. I think we had seen this before. If you want, we can check once again. Now 1 is the first term. Here A is the first term. A means A1, you know that. Now D. Now to check what you should do, common difference, whether there is common difference or not, that is the thing you should see here. So D is equal to, you write the formula A2 minus A1, you have to write there. So this is equal to, A2 means what? It is minus 1. What is given in that? You have to observe properly. Minus 1 minus A1. But what is A1 there? 1. So finally what we get here? See now. Minus 1 minus 1. Now minus 1 means you should remember your rules of signs. Same signs. You are having same sign here. Add the numbers. Put the same sign for the answer. This is the rule which you have learnt in the lower classes. So the answer is 1 plus 1 is 2. And same sign you have to put for the answer. So minus 2 you got. That is the common difference there. Similarly, if you want to check now, D is equal to A3 minus A2, you can try. So what is A3? Minus 3 minus of A2 is minus 1. So finally, I will write here minus 3 minus into minus plus 1, which is equal to minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Again, you see, this D is minus 2 you have got here also. So what does it mean? It means that this is also an AP. It is having common difference. That's why it is an AP. Now like this, third one if you go to see, minus 2, 2, minus 2, 2, minus 2, 2. Now they have worked out here. For you people, they have worked out there. It's a worked example. See, in the third example, what has happened, you know? A2 minus A1. You got there 2 minus of minus 2, which is equal to minus 4. When you open the textbook and see the worked examples there, they have worked out for you. Please see that, those sums. What has happened, you know? The first common difference you got there 4. But when you do A3 minus A2, you get there minus 2 minus 2, which is equal to minus 4. See now what has happened. A2 minus A1 is 4, but A3 minus A2 is minus 4. They are not same. 4 might be same, but plus 4, minus 4, they are completely different. Hence, no common difference for this set of numbers what they have given here, and therefore this is not an AP. Similarly, fourth one, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. It may be some pattern, but you don't have common difference there. See, there are so many terms given there. Common difference, you are getting different only in that one, in the fourth one. So, what is the meaning? It is not an AP. So, two simple questions we have done today. To find what is the first term and common difference and such problems we did. I hope you enjoyed. Okay. Then comes our exercise 1.1. 1.1, it is already solved in your book. If you just look over everything, if first you try by yourself, and then suppose the problem which you don't get, you can just see there, and how they have done, you see those steps you have to write, means all the how nicely they have written in the book. Like that you have to write even in your examination, in your public exam. Now see, I'll just do 5 more minutes, that's all. In exercise 1.1, in each of the following numbers, does the list of numbers involved make an arithmetic progression and why? They are asking the question. The taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer, rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. When you write, when you listen to this, when you read this, you can easily say it is an AP. Why? The very first term is 15. They have given 15 rupees for the first this one. Then it will go on increasing by rupees 8. So 15 first term, second term will be 15 plus 8. So 15 plus 8 means it will be 23. 23 plus 8, 31. 31 plus 8. See, you are adding that 8 to each number and you are getting the succeeding term. So that is the definition of our AP. If you go on adding fixed number, you will get an AP. You have already written there and you have read it number of times. So that is an AP. The first one is an AP. So if any, by reading like this, you try to solve by yourself. Exercise 1.1. I have told you to write everything slowly and steadily. You have to finish writing solution in the all the solutions I told you the other day. But I'll be explaining like this. I'll be explaining, and then only you will follow the future problems and all. You can write little by little also, and be ready for the next chapter. But this is quite a long chapter with lot of important problems. So it takes time. It takes time for you to learn all this, to do all sort of problems in this chapter, because it is carrying 10 marks. It's a very important chapter. So like this, you try the second one, third, fourth in the first one. Then the second question is what? Write first 4 terms of the AP when the first term A and the common difference D are given as follows. See, this is a different type of question, this one. They have given us the first term and they have given us D. It's very easy to write the AP, I'm sure. So A is 10, so the first term is 10. So 10, second term will be 10 plus 10. So it will be 20. 20 plus 10, 30. So what is the AP then here? 10, 20, 30, 40, like this. Even you can write the nth term. Of course, we'll do it further in the next class. That nth term I'll tell you to write afterwards. You know now what is the nth terms formula. Can you tell me the nth terms formula? I think you have forgotten now little. I will tell you. An is equal to A plus n minus 1. In the bracket it comes D. Okay, children? I hope you have followed all these things today. So I think that's enough for today. And what you should do for homework, you should try exercise 1.1. See, we are a bit back only because we started late doing all this. Other schools have finished 4-5 chapters. But don't worry, we'll do it. We'll go on doing it. And And this chapter I can't, I can never go in a very fast pace. I can't go because you have to understand everything here. One by one, you have to go on understanding. So practice is very, very important. And please go on looking, and number of times you have to look over it and do the sums as far as possible by yourself. If you don't get, of course, that solution book is there. Solution, not solution book, the PDF is there. Of course, that solution book, I had got some children, last year's children have got it. They have got that book, solution book by Yakub sir. If you get your friend's book or something somewhere, if you get, you can keep it, okay? Or I am sending PDFs like this, then you'll get it. Okay, then this exercise, tomorrow, I will be asking you, exercise 1.1, you have to tell me how you did all the other sums. Okay, so goodbye. For today, I think it's enough. So I'm going to stop now. Okay. So good evening once again.